Hello everyone. So today we're talking about people who get emotional over cars or don't get emotional over cars. First, I just want to ask you guys, have you ever noticed a bruise or cut that you have no idea where it came from? That happens to me not a lot, but every once in a while I'll find something like, oh, where'd that come from? Well, the other day I woke up with this huge scratch on my arm. And I have no idea where that came from. I was just like, what the hell is that? Um, anyway, back to topic. In the last video that I talked about the National Corvette Museum, I briefly touched on the people getting emotional over cars. And I was going to talk a little bit about the cars I've had and the stories I had. And someone commented on the last video that they had a car that they were a little emotional over. It meant something to them because it belonged to a family member, and that's one of the things I wanted to touch on. And why do people get emotional over cars? So one example would be that person who they were emotional over because it belonged to a family member, and so that made it an object that reminded them of that person. Um, I get emotional over cars because it's just, it's a passion. And especially when it's mine, of course, because it's mine. I'm in it every day. I spent so much money on it, and I just love keeping up with it. So I started getting emotional over cars that I've owned in my previous car, the Mitsubishi Mirage 2001. And I tried to find pictures of it because I know I have pictures of it. I've taken many pictures of it because I've done many things to it. I did many things to it. And then the two accidents that it had been in, I took pictures of those too. So I don't know where those pictures went. Like, everything is taken on my phone and on my computer, so I don't know where they went. I went searching for them too. But I at least have a screen cap up from a video because it like I mentioned in my Q&A video that it's in one of my really old videos that I took of a thunderstorm and lightning strike. So the Mirage, I got it pre-owned. I got it in 2002 and it was 2001. And I did a few things to it myself. I added decals to it. I tinted the windows myself. Well, you have to have serious patience to tint your own windows. I went through a few sheets and went through a few rages because that stuff can get stuff gets so sticky, and if you get a crease, forget it, it's useless. But anyway, I tinted my own windows. Couldn't afford rims for it, but I got shiny new wheel covers. Added a few things on the inside. Oh, I bought new headlights and taillights for it, different colors, and installed it on those. And it was the first car that I bought by myself that I was making payments on. So that's when I started getting emotional over it because I was taking care of it. So when the first accident happened, that was when a Jeep Cherokee rolled up over the hood. And as the Mirage is so low to the ground, just by design, I didn't drop it. I don't drop cars. That's stupid, actually. I think that's a little stupid to me anyway. It's just low to the ground as it was, and Jeep Cherokee's high up, and so when they backed into me, they rolled up over the hood, and I got mad. I yelled. The second accident it got into probably a week before I picked up the new car, the Avenger. Someone ran into me from the behind at a red light. That I got really angry, and I probably even cried a little just because I was really angry about it. So, just because, you know, it was my cars. I love that thing. And it retired to Arizona where my mom lives. I gave it to my mom when I bought my new car. New car, the Avenger, definitely way more emotional over it. It's been in one accident, and it was with a deer, little baby deer, and I cried. I cried over that one when I saw the damage on the grill. I cried a lot. So you put a lot of money and time into the car. You're in the car all the time, and if you're someone who likes cars, you know you get emotional over it. So I guess I'll ask, how emotional do you get over your car? What bothers me about people who don't get emotional over the cars is more of the kind of people that don't care. So there are people who will take care of their cars to keep it upkept and so they can keep it for a long time and be in good condition. And there's the people who just don't give a crap about their car. It's just there. And you could tell who they are. You know, there's people out there that don't get their car fixed. They just tape it up or they leave it that way. And I know some people can't afford it. Like if they cause the damage and not someone else to get their insurance to pay for it. But the people that leave their car a mess, that drives me insane. Where you can't see the floors of the car, you can't see the seats because it's loaded with clothes or trash. I knew someone whose car looked like a hoarder's car. There was so much trash. If you've seen the show Hoarders, where you have to climb over mountains of trash in the houses, that's what that person's car looked like, and it was horrible. I hated it so bad because I hate to see cars not being taken care of. So now I'm going to take a little poll for another video that I'm going to make. Automatic or manual? I think that's an age-old question. Do you prefer manual? Do you prefer automatic? Do you even know how to drive a stick? Do you only drive a stick and go away from automatics? Let me know in the comments, and we'll talk about it next time.